So I'm waiting to have a conversation with somebody called Gabriel Soto 9503. While I'm waiting, just wanted to make some comments about the video I made this morning. The comments are hilarious. Sorry about the camera. I just can't figure out how to get it clear. I'm going to read the script for the video I made. Should I believe in God? I'm determined to believe in a God. Here is how I plan on deciding which God to believe in. I start with self-reported Christian believers. Me and two self-reported Christian believers board a plane that is not equipped with any parachutes and fly to an elevation of 10,000 feet, the average height for a parachute jump. Before boarding the plane, the two self-reported believers sign a contract agreeing to go to prison for life if I do not make it to the ground, safe, alive, and without a single broken bone. At 10,000 feet, I present the two self-reported believers with Matthew 18:19 and prepare to exit the plane, planning to reach the ground safe, alive, and without a single broken bone. Do they allow me to jump? Am I a Christian when I reach the ground? Every fellow human being watching this video, believer or not, knows the answer to the questions I have posed. I am safe and sound on the ground because they did not allow me to jump. I was not allowed to jump because of the two self-reported believers actually believing in gravity. Gravity wins and claimed gods lose. Jews and Muslims, you are next. Think about it. Bye. The comments were just very rarely did they engage with the topic of the video. And the topic of the video is the human condition as usual. They were complaining about this, that, and the other. It is so silly. The Christians' intellectual dishonesty is so profound that they cannot engage honestly. Okay, I got to figure out this camera, this lighting, because I should be able to have it better. Is this better? It's always delayed. Oh well. So the comments are just the intellectual dishonesty. Words have no meaning when you're dealing with a theist. They cannot engage honestly with anything having to do with their quote unquote beliefs. It is profoundly amazing the depths of their emotional attachment to the story and their favorite storybook. Ah, my guest has arrived.
Good afternoon, Brother Scott. Hope you're doing good today.
Good afternoon. We will start out. I am not your brother. Correct.
We are in some way.
No, we're not.
We are in some way, definitely. But you are a human being, correct?
No, I am a human being, but words have meaning, correct? Do you agree that words have meaning?
Oh, of course.
Okay, then what's
I see my fellow human as my brother.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay?
All right.
What's the definition of the word brother?
A sibling.
Correct. Are you my sibling?
Yeah. At least that's how I feel. That's how I believe.
No. Your intellectual dishonesty is so profound. I am not your sibling. What is the definition of a sibling?
It's somebody that you're related to.
Correct. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
And I believe that we're all related.
It doesn't matter what you believe. It matters what you can provide evidence for. So when somebody is related, right? What is the common understanding of being related?
Related means that you come down from the lineage of another folk.
No, that's not.
Yes, it does.
No, you're intellectually dishonest. What is the common understanding of the word sibling?
Sibling?
Yes.
Is somebody that you are related to.
Correct.
I've answered that question for you.
No, you did not. You were intellectually dishonest. A sibling has the same mother and father. Is that not correct?
In most cases, in most common cases, yes.
In every single case. Every single case. A sibling has the same parents, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So no, not of course, because you were being intellectually dishonest before. Now, hopefully, you can start being intellectually honest.
Okay.
Am I
First
your
off,
am
let's
I
first off, hey,
am
Mr.
I
Scott,
am
Mr. Scott,
am
first time,
am I your
calm
brother?
down. You need to bring it down
Am
just a bit,
am
okay?
am
I've been
I
respectful to you.
am
I
I
haven't been disrespectful
am
to you.
am I your
Relax.
brother? Am I your brother?
Yes.
No. Intellectual
Yes,
dishonesty.
I
No.
believe I
No.
believe you are my
Listen,
brother.
no.
If you
No.
would like
No.
me to go
No.
further into that,
No.
I can.
No.
Other than that, you're just
No.
look, I'm
No.
gonna be honest. Being
No.
like a child covering your ears and screaming no,
No.
no, no doesn't necessarily give
No.
you a
No.
right.
No,
I'm
Gabriel.
gonna be I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, no, you're not being
That
honest.
doesn't give you a
No.
right. That doesn't
No.
make you right.
Gabriel, intellectual honesty. What is the definition of brother?
The definition of brother is
Yes.
somebody that you are related to,
Correct. As a
just as a
sibling.
sibling.
Correct. And a sibling, what's the definition of sibling, Gabriel?
Sibling, like I've already explained that to
No,
you. It's
no,
the same thing. It's
no,
somebody that
you have
you're
not.
related to.
No, no,
It's
Gabriel.
somebody that you're related
Gabriel.
to.
Great, Gabriel.
I've
No,
explained that
no,
to you. You
Gabriel.
already
No,
said yes,
Gabriel.
and now
No,
you're.
Gabriel. No, Gabriel. What is the definition of sibling?
Are you gonna let me speak?
Yes, when you answer the question,
Are you
Gabriel.
Are you?
What?
Yes or no? Are you
What?
going to let me
What?
speak?
What
Because
is?
to be honest
What
with
is?
you,
What
I
is?
I, I see this
What?
quite typical
What? What?
amongst most
What?
atheists, right?
What is
That
the
you guys
definition?
feel.
Gabriel, you're muted. Gabriel, you're muted. Gabriel, you're muted. Gabriel, you're muted.
Unmute me whenever we're able.
Gabriel, what is the definition of sibling? Nobody can hear you, Gabriel.
All right.
What is the
So
definition?
whenever
You're muted. You're muted. Gabriel, what is the definition of sibling? What is the definition of sibling? What is the definition of sibling?
are you gonna let me answer?
What is the definition of sibling?
Yes or no? Are you going to let me answer?
What is the definition of sibling? What is the definition?
Yes. Are you going to let me answer? Are you going to mute
What?
me? Or are you going to play these childish games? Or are you
What?
going to let me speak?
What is the definition of sibling?
I will give you a definition once you can provide me that you are going to let me talk and you're not just
What?
going to cut me up and mute me like a child.
What is the definition of sibling?
A sibling is somebody that you are related to through
How
lineage.
and what is the lineage, the common understanding of the lineage of sibling, Gabriel? What?
Somebody that is in your family tree.
No, Gabriel.
Somebody
Again,
that goes down the
no,
lineage. Yeah, of
no,
course.
no.
So, for
Gabriel,
example, right?
you're muted. You're muted.
Very
What?
childish of you,
What?
brother.
What is the
Very
definition?
childish of you.
What
I'm going to
is
be
the
honest.
what is the definition of sibling, Gabriel?
I
What?
told you it's somebody that you're related to. How
Correct.
many more times do you want me to continue to answer that for you?
How are they related, Gabriel?
Usually,
No,
people are
no,
related in
no,
many
Gabriel.
different ways.
No, Gabriel.
Okay, being
Gabriel.
related to
Sibling.
father and mother,
Thank you.
grandfather and
No,
grand.
no, 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 no. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. Can't hear you. You are intellectually dishonest. My grandparents are not my.
Okay, you know what's intellectually
I am not.
dishonest is muting people and not giving them.
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. Your intellectual dishonesty is so profound. So, my grandparents, I am not.
Have I muted you? Have I stopped you from speaking?
Gabriel, you can't mute me. It's my stream. So,
exactly. So,
I am in no
I guess
way.
that's the only time you.
So, my grandparents, I am not related to my grandparents in any way that I can use the word sibling. Am I, Gabriel? I cannot use the word sibling with my grandparents in any way. Is not correct, Gabriel?
Are you not related to your grandparents?
Is that what I said, Gabriel? Your intellectual dishonesty is profound.
Are you not related to your grandparents?
Is that what I said, Gabriel? Am I?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you a question. If you want to answer the question,
Gabriel,
you can. Are you
Gabriel,
related to your grandparents?
Gabriel, am I a sibling? Am I a sibling to my grandparents? Gabriel, can sibling be used in any way with a grandparent? Gabriel, how about you try some intellectual honesty?
Okay.
Gabriel,
if you're referring directly to your grandparents, then no, you're correct.
Oh,
if you're referring directly to your grandparents.
So,
but hypothetically speaking, if your grandparents were to have children,
Gabriel, and you are muted again, you are muted. So, Gabriel, am I your brother?
Yes.
No, Gabriel, you are intellectually dishonest.
100% you are my brother.
Absolutely not, Gabriel. You are so intellectually dishonest, it is actually dumbfounding. What is the definition of brother, Gabriel?
I think what's dumbfounding is the fact that you can continue to mute me and not give me the opportunity to speak and prove any of my points.
No, Gabriel, you are allowed to
That's
speak.
honestly quite disheartening that you could claim to be this.
You can speak, Gabriel, when you're intellectually honest. You're muted. So you will be allowed to speak every time you are intellectually honest. And the more intellectually honest you are, the more you are able to speak. So, Gabriel, am I your brother? Am I your brother, Gabriel? The more
am I muted or am I not muted?
The more you speak, Gabriel, the more you are intellectually honest, the more you will be able to speak. Am I your brother, Gabriel?
I'm asking you a question. Am I muted or am I not muted?
Gabriel, am I your brother?
I believe you are. Yeah.
No,
most definitely.
No, Gabriel, I'm not your brother. Again, intellectually dishonest.
In Jesus Christ, you are my brother.
No, Gabriel,
100%.
No, Gabriel, because you have zero.
100%.
Gabriel,
we all come from
lies again. Okay, I'm not going to call you intellectually dishonest anymore. I'm now going to call you a liar. You are now lying. So
you could call me whatever you want. That's
Gabriel,
fine.
Am I your brother? Be intellectually honest. Am I your brother? No, because brother.
I've answered your question. No, move on to another question.
You have lied.
I've answered your question.
No, you
move on to another one. You got your answer. 100%. You got your answer. 100%.
I have your.
I'm not giving you another answer. I'm not giving you a different answer to this question because that's the only answer I'm going to give you.
Which is
so you could either choose. You could either choose to move on. You could either choose to move on, or you could stay stuck on this topic. Otherwise, this conversation isn't going to go anywhere if you keep muting me.
I think
it's not going to go anywhere if you don't stay on topic. Okay.
And what's
your topic? What you wanted, right? Is gravity quality evidence proving the existence of a one true God.
Provide the gravity quality evidence. Are you able to do that?
And like I've told you, right? Because that's what you want.
Are you
what I've told you is that I do not.
Correct.
I do not have the gravity quality evidence that you are searching for.
Correct.
You want to know why I don't have this gravity quality evidence that you are searching for?
Because you don't have any evidence for your claimed God. That's why. Because if you did,
I do have evidence.
No,
100%.
You do not have
100%. It's not the evidence that you are searching for.
You do not.
But it's definitely evidence.
Gravity is an actual, real, omnipresent force that everything has a personal relationship with. What you claim your God is, but you can't prove it. You have zero evidence. I have evidence for what I believe in.
You're gonna let me speak?
I have evidence.
Are you gonna give me the opportunity to speak?
You have no evidence. You've admitted that, so we can move on. All right?
I never said I didn't have any evidence. I said I don't have gravity quality evidence.
Correct.
That is not the same thing. There are different forms of evidence in these times that we live in.
That is correct.
We have archaeological studies.
No.
We have things that people could look for and search for, right? We have science.
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So you don't have gravity quality evidence. Gravity, right? Evidence, right? Watch. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Prediction, right? Okay. So you don't have that. Gravity is an actual, real, omnipresent force. Is that not correct? Is that not correct? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yes, it is.
So you claim your God is omnipresent, but it's not, because I have evidence for an omnipresent force, correct?
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah, of course.
Not of course, because you can't figure this out for yourself. I have to point this out to you.
No, I know what gravity is. You didn't have to point that out to me.
Yeah, but you don't seem to be able to understand. Gravity is an actual, real, objective, omnipresent force that everything has a personal relationship with, correct? Okay. And you claim
okay, and what holds gravity?
What? And what's that non sequitur? That's what's that relate to?
No. I'm asking what is gravity in relation to?
It's a non sequitur. So I'm going to make a claim. Do you agree with my claim?
Gravity is in relationship to the world that we live in.
No.
Okay.
No.
I believe that
you're muted. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. So I've now put the claim on the screen. I have been, I am, I will be wrong, mistaken, incorrect about something, anything. Do you agree?
Everybody see this intellectual dishonesty that he could mute some.
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. So I put a claim.
Why invite me? Why invite me?
I put a claim.
If you're going to mute me every time I
invited you to point out your intellectual dishonesty. Now, I put a claim on the screen. I have been, I am, I will be wrong, mistaken, or incorrect about something, anything. Do you agree with that claim?
I've been, am, and I will be
wrong,
mistaken, incorrect about something / anything.
Anything. Do you agree with that claim?
No.
You don't agree with that claim?
No, I don't agree with that claim. No.
So
because if I don't know something,
no.
If I don't know something, I won't speak on it to begin with. So 100%.
Gabriel,
I do believe that if I do enough research on something, then I will search for it.
Holy cow, dude! Shut up when I start asking you questions. It says I.
Dude, how are you gonna tell me to be quiet when you ask?
Holy cow! Amazing. It says,
all right, yeah, no, continue.
It says I, Scott Stell.
Keep it up.
It says I, Scott Stell, have been, I am, I will be wrong, mistaken, incorrect about something. I, Scott Stell, do you agree with that claim?
No, I don't agree with your claim.
You still don't agree with it. So you're
with your claim that you, Scott Stell, may be wrong in when you say something? Is that what you're saying?
It's right there on the screen in English. It says I.
Well, then the question's not for me. The question is for you. Do you feel like
it's not a question?
You're being wrong.
Gabriel, it ends in a period. It's not a question. It's a statement, Gabriel, about myself. It's a statement.
Okay, so then that's about you. Correct. So then that's about you.
Do you agree with that claim that I am making?
I mean, if that's how you feel, brother, that's really on you. That's not for me to decide if you're wrong or not, you know?
I'm not your brother. My name is Scott. Are you telling me that you don't agree that I have been wrong? I am, and I will be wrong, mistaken, incorrect about something, anything? This is not rocket science. This is a simple claim, a simple statement that I am making about myself. Oh, hilarious. No, I love it. What? Oh my God. That guy, wow. That is a theist. That is a Christian for you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. That was amazing. Holy cow. That dude could not agree with the simplest claim. He didn't even know what a statement is. He didn't even know what a period is.
Sorry about that, brother Scott. Looks like I got disconnected.
I'm not your brother. My name is Scott. So the claim is, Gabriel, I, Scott Stell, have been, I am, and I will be wrong, mistaken, or incorrect about something, anything. Do you agree with my claim?
I mean, I don't know. That's really, do you believe that you're wrong, mistaken, or incorrect?
Dude, are you serious? Are you so emotionally attached to your story and storybook, you can't even think and with a simple claim, you can't even understand English. That's a simple statement. It's got a period at the end.
All right. Okay, so that's a statement. That's a very great statement. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you have? Yeah, my question is, do you agree with my statement? That's my question, Gabriel.
I don't think it matters whether or not I agree or disagree with your statement, brother.
Dude, I'm not your brother. Stop being so intellectually dishonest. Holy cow, you can't even follow a simple statement. Oh my God. I am freaking amazed how profound your intellectual dishonesty is.
You know what? One thing I will say, if I may, I will answer.
No,
I do agree.
No, you will answer my question, and that's it. Otherwise, I will mute you. Otherwise, I will mute you.
I'm glad you could call upon a holy God.
Do you agree?
I'm glad you called upon a holy God. That does show that you have some sort of belief in him.
Dude, you are dumber than a sack of hammers. You can't even be intellectually honest and agree with a simple claim on a screen in English. Simple English. That's how profoundly intellectually dishonest you are. That is how profoundly intellectually dishonest you are. Do you agree?
So for you to feel like you're winning an argument, you revert to...
Do you agree? You're muted until you answer the question. Do you agree with the statement on the screen? That's the only thing you're going to answer. And then we'll move on. Do you agree with the claim I have put on the screen?
No.
You don't agree. So in other
words,
I
don't agree.
I am omniscient then. I've never been wrong. In your understanding of reality, I, Scott Stell, have never been wrong. Holy!
I mean, are you gonna give me the opportunity to speak on why I believe that?
No, you're gonna answer the question, and you said no.
I already answered your question. I said no. So are you gonna let me speak?
No, because you're so profoundly intellectually dishonest that there's no reason.
Okay, so you could pick and choose when I speak. Then is that what it's gonna be the whole time you talk?
Yes, because it's my stream. You want to hold a stream?
Wow,
you have a stream,
dude. That
again, you're muted. You're muted.
Crazy that you could think that.
Oh my! You're muted. You're muted.
And that I won't.
You're muted.
Hey, we could go back and forth all day. We could go back and forth all day, brother.
It's not
100%.
So.
All right, whenever you're ready to be honest, let me speak and have a conversation. We could do so. Are you gonna let me speak?
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. Nobody can hear you. There's more than one way to skin a cat, Gabriel. You're muted. You're muted. Okay. So, Gabriel, claim number 2. I only know if I was or if I am wrong or mistaken or incorrect about something, anything, in the context of a now moment. Do you agree with that statement?
I'm going to be honest with you, sir.
You're muted.
This old and still have
You're muted.
way of being, you know, it's actually quite mind-boggling.
You're muted. Oh, gosh darn. Holy cow. Keep talking. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. So the claim on the screen is, I only know if I was or if I am wrong, mistaken, incorrect about something, anything, in the context of a now moment, with now information.
Hey,
and now
God bless you, brother. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you.
You have zero evidence, buddy. You are so profoundly intellectually dishonest. Nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you. So the claim on the screen again, Gabriel, if you can show some intellectual honesty, you'll get to speak. I only know if I was or if I am wrong, mistaken, incorrect about something, anything, in the context of a now moment with now information and now knowledge. So, do you agree with that statement, Gabriel? Do you agree with that statement, Gabriel? You are no longer muted, Gabriel. Do you agree with claim number 2, Gabriel? Do you agree with claim number 2, Gabriel?
Could I ask you for some context on the claim?
The context is this.
Or are you going to mute me if I ask?
The context is this now moment. Right now. This is the context. There's no question about the context. It's
So,
right
okay,
there.
so that's what I'm saying. When you say now information and now knowledge, right?
Right now, that's correct.
You're referring from knowledge and this very information. You don't think that the knowledge from this very moment has to do with past information?
Gabriel, now there is no such thing as past and present. We can get there if you're honest with these claims, right? With what you know.
So you
right
don't
now.
Believe in a past. You don't believe in past, and you don't believe in present.
Gabriel, just like you do not have gravitation and quality evidence for your claims of God, you do not have gravitation quality evidence for past, present, or future. Okay?
So how would you explain historical records?
Great, Gabriel. How about you just stick to the claim?
How would you explain history if history is the past?
Gabriel. So, Gabriel, stay with the claim, Gabriel. You were so intellectually dishonest. I'm trying to get you to some intellectual honesty.
Okay.
Claim number 2, Gabriel. I only know if I was or if I am wrong, mistaken, or incorrect about something, anything, in the context of a now moment, right now, with now information and now knowledge. Do you agree with that claim?
No, I don't agree with that claim.
Okay, amazing. So, Gabriel, do you have any money in your pocket?
Yeah, I have money in my pocket.
Cool. How much? Without checking, how much money?
Enough to make me feel comfortable.
No. Just how much?
I'm not going to go through that with you. There's no reason for me to tell you how much I have in my pocket at this moment.
Okay, Gabriel.
I don't see why that's
okay. So
even a question.
Okay, since you can't be intellectually honest, I don't know. I might have 2 cents in my right pocket. How are we going to find out if I have 2 cents in my right pocket, Gabriel? How are we going to find out if I have any money in my pocket?
Hopefully you have enough intellectual honesty to check your pockets.
Correct. Now, I'm going to put my hand up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
look,
100%.
Look, my right hand, ready? Look, I'm going to put my right hand in my pocket, and let's see how much I have. Here's what I have. I have a set of keys, and I have 3 pennies and 2 dimes. I have 23 cents in my pocket. Gabriel, when do we know that now? We know that right now.
Well, because thank God you looked and dug into your pockets.
No, Gabriel, we know that right now, right? So I was mistaken before because I didn't know. I thought I had 2 pennies, but I didn't. I have 23 cents. We know that now. That is now knowledge. Well, I was mistaken. I was incorrect, was I not? And we know that now. So now we have now information. We have now knowledge in the context of this now moment. Correct?
Okay.
Okay.
So in order for you to be able to find that information, though.
Wow. You're muted. You're muted.
To check to see what you had in your pockets. In order for you to find what's in your pockets, you had to search.
Dumb as a freaking sack of hammers. Holy cow. Dumb as a sack of hammers. So, Gabriel. Claim number 4. It's actually number 3, but you didn't want to see. Yeah, number 3, you wouldn't understand number 3. So, claim number 4. I am rational to apply this to every fellow human being alive now. Do you agree with that claim? Claims 1 and 2. I'm rational to apply that.
I'm not going to be responding to any more of your claims.
Dumb as a sack of hammers, man. Holy cow.
Let me speak.
You're muted. If you were intellectually honest, Gabriel, you'd be able to speak, but you are unable to be intellectually honest. You are simply unable to be intellectually honest. You're muted. You're muted. Nobody can hear you. You're muted. All right. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, claim number 4. I am rational to apply this to every fellow human being alive now. Do you agree with the claim? Show some intellectual honesty and just answer the question. Do you agree with that claim?
I'm done answering questions.
You're done talking too. Because you're muted. So, your intellectual dishonesty is so profound. You cannot even agree with an obvious, absolute truth. Claim number 1 is an absolute. That's an absolute truth. And
if you give me the opportunity to speak, I will.
No, Gabriel, you want to grandstand and yak about everything other than what the claim is. So we'll go back to claim number 1. Do you agree with this claim?
If you give me the opportunity to speak, I will.
Do you agree with this claim, Gabriel?
I have questions to ask as well.
No.
I have questions to ask.
No, you will answer the question.
You invited me here. You invited me here.
You're muted. You're muted. Learn how to be intellectually honest. Learn how to be intellectually honest one day. Okay? When you learn how to be intellectually honest, then you can get the permission to speak.
Is everything all right? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be out there in a moment, baby. I'm wrapping this up. It's not going anywhere.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah. He doesn't know how to let people talk.
Oh, he
just like that sometimes.
He's just like that sometimes. Dude,
yeah, it is. It is, of course.
Your whole conversation.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
It's all right.
Claim number one.
I'm glad.
You're muted again. Dumb as a sack of hammers, man. Holy
Fun,
cow.
childish games.
Dumb as a sack of hammers. You're muted. When you learn how to be intellectually honest, okay, then I'll treat you like an adult, okay? Because you're not as stupid as you pretend to be, okay? You're not. I know you're not. You can't. Nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you. Okay. Nobody can hear you because you're muted. So when you learn how to be intellectually honest, okay, then you can get to talk. Then you'll be treated like an adult. But until you find that self-respect, you're muted. Nobody can hear you. Nobody's going to lip read you either. Keep on talking, Gabriel. Keep on talking. You're muted. Holy cow. It's freaking amazing. Solid science. Amazing. Look at him yapping away. He can't even read English. You are muted. You're muted. Nobody can hear you. Amazing. I can't hear you. You're muted. It says right there on the screen. This is intellectual dishonesty at its uttermost. And then he starts praying. Oh my God. Holy cow. That was funny as heck. That was so, look at him. Oh, he's still praying. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh my God. The intellectual dishonesty from these people is just amazing. He couldn't even, a universal truth. He doesn't even know he's not on the screen anymore. He thinks I've let him. Holy cow. Solid science. Utterly amazing. He has zero evidence. He admits he has zero evidence. You're not on the screen. You're not on the screen anymore. You sack of hammers. He could not agree with the simplest claim. Dude, you weren't even on the screen.
God bless you.
You weren't even on the screen. I took you off the screen the whole time you were sitting there praying. Oh, hilarious. What a freaking sack of hammers. This utterly, I mean, I don't know what to say. I didn't want to call him a sack of hammers. I didn't want to. But when it walks like a duck and talks like a duck and has duck DNA, it's got to be a duck. This guy, this fellow human being, could not even agree with my simple claim that I have been, I am, and I will be wrong, mistaken, or incorrect about something, anything. His intellectual dishonesty, from his emotional attachment to his favorite story and storybook, is hilarious. It is dumbfounding. I mean, oh my God. Holy freaking cow. Solid science. A sack of hammers would have understood that. And he could not bring himself to agree with my simple claim. That was so funny. I'm going to laugh about this probably until my senility sets in. Oh my freaking solid science. Hilarious. Him sitting there closing his eyes with his hand in the air, saying a prayer, hand in the air, saying a prayer. Oh Holy freaking cow. That was utterly amazing. Oh my God. The intellectual dishonesty that I spoke of in the beginning of this stream was on full display. Thank you, Gabriel Soto 9503. Thank you for showing the depths of the intellectual dishonesty that theists, that Christians go to. This is amazing. Oh my stomach hurts. Holy cow. Oh, couldn't stay on topic. Oh, hilarious. The intellectual dishonesty. Oh, that was hilarious. Well, nobody's watched because everybody's eating turkey by this time. Freaking hilarious. Holy cow. Solid science. I gotta. Anyway, so again, claim number one. That dude could not agree with an obvious. I mean, that my claim is a universal truth. If aliens from a distant planet came to Earth, they would agree with my claim number one. If a rock could talk, if that sack of hammers could talk, it would agree with my claim. And yet Gabriel Soto 9503 could not agree with my claim. Hilarious. My claim number two. I only know if I was or if I am wrong, mistaken, incorrect about something, anything in the context of a now moment with now information and now knowledge. The dude could not follow. He could not track. His brain is so warped, dysfunctional, that he couldn't track. I didn't know how much change I had in my pocket. I knew I had some change because I pick up, when I'm walking pup in the morning, I pick up whatever change I find. I didn't remember. I thought I picked up a penny this morning, but I had 23 cents right there. Look, 23 cents. So I was wrong, right? I was wrong. Look, 23 cents right there. 23 cents. I was wrong. I provided evidence for that guy, and he could not track. Their atheist brain is so literally atrophied that they actually do not function anymore. They actually do not function. He thought he was Lao Tzu, stroking his little beard. He thought he was freaking Lao Tzu. Like he was some Zen master or something. With his smirk. Hey, a new set of eyes. Hey, I just had a hilarious stream. You want to join? I just had a hilarious. This dude was on, and he couldn't agree with the claim I've just put on the screen. This guy's brain was so rotted, he could not agree with that claim. Holy freaking cow. Oh, my stomach hurts so much from laughing. Oh my God. Atrophied. That dude's brain and every theist's brain. He is just the prime example of theism. I got to figure this light out someday. Someday I'll figure this light out. He is just the prime example of theist rot, of theist atrophy of the human brain. That is amazing. That is so utterly amazing and scary. That is so scary. That dude's not that stupid. He's actually not. He's just a fellow human being that is so afraid to think. So afraid to his core. That's so sad. I apologize for calling him a sack of hammers, but oh my God, I was at a loss for words. I was simply at a loss for words. But how do you reach somebody like that? How do you reach somebody that is so profoundly emotionally attached? And that emotional attachment causes the intellectual dishonesty. He was lying. He's not that dumb. But he's so afraid to say something. He's so afraid to think. So afraid to think. Oh my God, that is, wow. Whew. What are you going to do? How do you reach somebody like that? How do you talk to somebody who is literally profoundly I don't know. And it's scary. It is definitely scary. And I got no skin in the game. I got zero skin in the game. I'm a white dude, cisgender male, no children, no family. I mean, and the guy's intellectual dishonesty. I'm not his brother. Brother means sibling. Sibling means you have the same parents. And he starts bringing grandparents in. I'm not a sibling to my grandparents. My grandparents are not my sibling. My grandparents are my grandparents. Thus, the name grandparents. Words do not mean anything. I was going to ask him, so you believe in evolution? But I mean, what would that have helped? What would that have helped? It wouldn't. The intellectual dishonesty, the inability to think, the fear that dude lives in every nanosecond of his existence is fear. And he's not stupid. It's an act. What are you going to do? I got no skin in the game. And that dude's probably got like 12 kids. And guess what? When you drop an anvil out of a tree, it falls thud at the trunk of the tree. If that dude has children, think of having him as a role model. Those poor kids are being abused every day of their existence. Having him as a role model. Not being able to think. Sitting there, closing his eyes. Putting his hand up like he's talking to somebody. Like he's Matthew 18:19. Dude, your prayers are utterly useless. Utterly useless. I'll bet you his wife's, or whoever he was talking to, I'll bet you they're a Christian. And yet those two people can't figure out how to end world hunger or childhood leukemia or cancer. Excuse me. So obviously, Matthew 18:19 is a lie, an outright, utter, total lie that dude actually believes in. There's the link if you want to have a conversation. Are you a theist? Are you not a theist? I have a whole bunch of positive claims. Abrahamic gods do not exist by definition. My evidence is in every single dictionary in existence. But I'm more curious to hear what your inner voice self story is. I'll put that in the chat. That doesn't matter. I'll leave the stream. I just had a conversation with a theist that actually could not, his brain was totally atrophied. He could not think. It was scary. And yet that, I'll bet you he's just your typical average American, utterly afraid to think. The inability to think. That's scary. I'll bet you he has a gun or three in his bedroom, probably under his pillow. Probably not in the gun cabinet. Probably not with a trigger lock. Probably not separated from the ammunition. I mean, oh my God. Whoever's set of eyes are on me. You want to join the conversation or put something in the chat? I got claims galore. Do you agree with my claim? Claim number one, I have been, I am, and I will be wrong, mistaken, incorrect about something, anything. Dude, Shannon, you can show up in this chat. I mean, you can show up in the stream, or I'm going to ban you. Right now, I'll just delete your comment. So show up in the chat, or not the chat. Show up on screen or go away. Because you're probably just as intellectually dishonest. Oh, I know you're that. I know you're intellectually dishonest. So put the link in a search engine. Let's see. So we just delete that. Nobody's seen your comments, dude. So either show up in the stream, on the stream, or go away. The link's in the chat. Dude, watch this stream. Watch the conversation I had with Gabriel Soto, 9503. That dude is scary. Just going to delete your comments. Nobody's seen him, Shannon. Your intellectual dishonesty is also utterly profound. It's so deep. And I'll bet you call yourself a Christian or a believer or something. And yet your intellectual dishonesty is just as deep as Gabriel Soto's. So put the link in the search engine and show up on screen, Shannon. We'll just delete that as well. Nobody's seeing your comments. You're a sack of hammers as well. But you're not that stupid, so I don't know why you behave like this. Why do you behave like this? I don't understand it. What are you so afraid of? What are Christians so utterly afraid of? Come on, Shannon. Just put the link in a search engine. You'll come up and I'll bring you on stage. We'll just have an adult conversation, even with your intellectual dishonesty and your lies. Come on, Shannon. I can ban you from the chat, which I will the next time. So put user in timeout. So now you're timed out. So I can't see any of your comments. So show up on screen. Anyway, theists, intellectual dishonesty has no bounds. It has no limits. Theists are so afraid to think that they put their brain on a shelf and leave the house without it. Your brain's like the American Express card. You're not supposed to leave home without it. Shannon, I've muted you on the chat, so I mean I don't know if you're putting anything in there, but I can't see them. So how about you show up in the oh, he went away. Poor Shannon. Aww. Should I read you some comments from the I can share my screen. We'll do that. Present. Share screen. Share screen. TikTok. Share. Get rid of that. So the video I was mentioning in the beginning of the stream. To actually, this guy commented, the smartest TikToker creator I know. I doubt that highly, but I appreciate greatly the sentiment. This guy, I hear you, brother. I'm not your brother. I would let that one slip. I'm not his brother either. Very insightful. Love this outlook. Wow. Thank you very much for your feedback and comment. I appreciate it greatly. I have a hard time with, is that the, which one's that? Oh, that's best gift ever. That's best gift ever. I am determined to believe in a God. Yeah. I am determined to believe in a God. What does Matthew 18:19 say? If two Christian believers pray for something, anything, their prayers will be answered. He didn't answer back. This had me dying in a good way or a bad way. The best way. Excellent. And then I asked, oh, I didn't see that day. I wasn't asking you. Why do you think it is too personal? Desert here called me a pseudo-intellectual. Please find a modicum of self-respect and engage with the topic of the video. God also said not to test him. Well, how about you provide some gravity quality evidence is what I asked. Nice claim. Now please provide gravity quality evidence to back up your claims of a God. Somebody else was having a conversation on that one. You're not allowed to test God? That's why you didn't? Yeah. Bro, just spitting out random stuff. No, I wasn't. Well, in an hour, I'm going to shut down. Unless somebody shows up. Nobody's going to show up. Man, that was scary as hell. Holy cow. Think that a fellow human being could play that stupid. What would cause somebody to act, to behave like that? That's stinking amazing and scary as balls. Wow. Well, like I said, I got no skin in the game. But my electric bill and gas bill is $24 a month. I conserve resources because that's very important to me. Because the next generation, they need resources. But my parents' generation and my generation are just sucking up resources like there's no tomorrow. And guess what? There probably won't be. Well, I hope you enjoy watching that, Gabriel, because holy cow, dude, you are scary. You're not that stupid. So please, please, please stop playing stupid. Later.